Good evening and welcome to Being Black and Craft, where we don't apologize for recognizing our influence on craft beer. This is Angie, the Undeniable Vixen, your host. And we had a guest. We did. Definitely did have a guest. Um, I'm not sure what has happened, but I have so much news. I'm just going to go ahead and just plow on through, and maybe he might show up a little bit while I'm discussing beer news. But first off, because it's been a while, I hope you had a wonderful Black History Month, and welcome to Women's Month. Getting really close to International Women's Month coming up soon. That's a big thing for people that are associated with Pink Boots, because we do collective brew days or distill days, depending on what fermentation you get into. It's really great. And I would be remiss. One thing I wanted to give a shout out. I happened to be on the Speakeasy with Doug and Greg on last Friday. If you saw me go live, and shout out to Ancestors and Alcohol. She gave like the warmest, most sincerest shout out to me. I had no idea that they basically have gotten Brianna to be part of their team. And she was like, it wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have introduced me or even got me into thinking that to doing this. So I thought that was really cool. So shout out to her, and thank you so much, woman to woman. I appreciate you, and I continue to lift you up and hope that you're doing well. I know you just had a birthday, so happy belated birthday as well. But as I said, there is a lot of beer news, so I'm gonna do that and get that started. So let's see what we have. I have lots of stuff to talk about. So first off, y'all know this gentleman here, I'm sure. He, as well as a couple other people that you might recognize, are part of the 2026 inductees for the American Craft Beer being just a phenomenal person as far as being a book writer, philanthropist, mentor to hundreds and thousands of people, probably in the United States and elsewhere. Shout out to him, as well as Terry. I cannot think of Terry's last name, but she's was basically the creator of Pink Boots. She was also inducted, so that was really cool. But shout out to Garrett. Then, hot topic, close to home, in Houston, Texas, they just did something for Black History Month. But if you're in the Houston area, you might want to grab this. So it's a tribute to Charlie Wiggins, who was basically a race car driver, one of the first Black American race car driver. So they made a special beer for him. It's a Black IPA brewed in tribute to Charlie Wiggins, and they collaboration with Hot Topic World and Crafty Brothers, and they just did their release this weekend. So they should still have some stuff, and it's at Balsam Brewing. So shout out to them in the Houston area. So if you're nearby, go and pick some up. Then some sad news. A friend of the show, Herb and Orchard, saying that she's going to close the business. Basically, with grateful hearts, we want to thank each and every one of you for your love and support throughout this journey. We are no longer in operation and will not be producing future products. This chapter is coming to a close, but it has been truly a beautiful journey. Thank you for believing in us, supporting us, and being a part of our story. We always will be grateful. And that is from Tarika Knox. So shout out to her, and just send her well wishes. So then I was perusing the internet, minding my business, loving Jesus like I do. And I saw that Fawn Weaver this Wednesday is going to be on Shark Tank. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a permanent fixture or if she's just doing it because it's Women's History Month and it's just for this one shot. But it'll be interesting to see how she uses her no nonsense. If you've seen her in person, not the flashiness, like, you know, she's usually a really fast talker on Instagram, but how she kind of moves her business sense, see how that pertains to seeing if she would be a right fit for somebody. So at Shark Tank. So that will be interesting. Then I wanted to give some highlights, and hopefully y'all will also be able to kind of reach out and give some encouragement. This is Jasmine, and I've mentioned Jasmine before with Lipco. She is a co-founder and co-owner of Lipco, Liquid Intrusion Brewing Company. So she's also a VHL warrior, which is a rare disease. It's von Hippel-Lindau, and which is a rare genetic disease that causes cysts and tumors to grow in various areas of the body. So give them a follow to support them and encourage them. I see what she posted where she had a surgery where they had to do an incision in the back of her head. So hopefully she's in remission and she's doing well. And I know they're still plugging along with Lipco. They're nationwide. So if you've never had Lipco before, go to their Instagram and click the link to either help donate for those medical bills, or even better, get you some Lipco. That would be really great. And I wanted to leave you off with a quote from her. I have the faith and the confidence in today's science that one day it will be eradicated. My outlook on life may be slightly different. I am still determined to move forward. You can still donate and assist with hospital funds. So go and check out their link and support Lipco. Then I was also scrolling on TikTok, Cali Fresh, or you may know him as All My Friends Are Rappers. He has an IPA that's out there in the California area, but he is going through a transition as well with a health scare. He has a cancer, and I'm going to tell you exactly what kind of cancer it is. It's Hodgkin's lymphoma in his right underarm. So he is basically going through chemo. He's on his second session of chemo. He said the first session really kicked his butt, and it was really, really kind of like really bad as far as getting sick. And so they have regrouped, and they've given him more nausea medication to help with the nausea and stuff. So he's on his second round. So if you're not friends with him, give him a follow, Cali Fresh, on TikTok, or go to All My Friends Are Rappers, especially if you're in the California area. Check him out. I believe his beer is at Total Wine. That would probably be a support to him, and he's a veteran. So thank you for your service, Cali Fresh, and just give them some encouraging words. Both of them, Jasmine and Cali Fresh. Then we have a discussion that if you're in the Kansas City, Missouri area, Women in Beer, and Ashley, friend of the show, she went to do this last year. So it was a great time she had. There's a panel discussion and a beer release. And Annie McGinnis is the one that's hosting that, which is part of Vine Street Brewing Company. So if you know Annie and you know the guys over there, you know that they're going to have an amazing set of people that she's curated to be a part of this conversation about women in beer. So this is going to be this coming Saturday, March 7th at 3 p.m. So if you're in the Kansas City, Missouri area, please go check them out. And make sure you follow Vine Street Brewing. Then something new, if you've been to Crafted for Action or heard about Crafted for Action, they do yoga sessions, they do bike riding, they do the beer dinner. This is something new that they're adding to it. They're going to do something with the homebrewers. So this is your moment for homebrewers. So they're going to have a homebrew showcase competition, and you can start to apply as of April 1st. And what I guess you'll be doing something during that conference time, June 4th through the 7th. They're going to do the live judging on June 6th. And the winner receives a homebrew prize package and some industry exposure. So, hey, maybe, you've been trying to see how it feels, getting people to kind of taste your wares, your mom and your dad and your cousins and whatever, they've been tasting your beer and they're like, oh yeah, it's great, or they don't know. And so you have some very astute people who are in the beer game, who are lovers of beer, that will be able to taste what you have to make, and you get some exposure to make you, maybe you want to decide to go ahead and do this professionally. So you never know. So again, apply April 1st. Oh, no collaborations. I remember that was very serious. And you can just apply now at www.craftedforaction.com. So check that out. And that's all. That's just all the information. And you can always go to Crafted for Action to see all this information. Then another friend of the show, the Beer Experience, is having a can art competition March 1st through the 31st. So you can go and check out her profile, but the Beer Experience is having, and it's so tiny, but what you can win is $200. So, we always get down on can art. I love can art. I still have right here dope can art from when she did Black is Beautiful. I love it. So we really dig out on that. So B is creative. I think the theme is 90s R&B group, and it's gonna help with a nonprofit as well. So there's a lot of elements right there. So it started March 1st, and you got till the 31st, probably a little bit before the 31st, to submit your offering. And that's all I got for the news. Now, one thing that I wanted to do before I go ahead and sign off for the evening, because it was just a little bit, I wanted to say, hey, we do have some other guests that are coming up in the month of March and April, but I still wanted to go ahead and give another little shout out to Women's Month. And Legendary Roots did something amazing, and I wanted to share that. So Sunday reminders. And I think this would be Sunday, Saturday, Friday, whenever you need it. This is really great for women. Sis, you can pause, rest, and breathe. Begin again when you're ready. Again, sis, you can pause, rest, and breathe. Begin again when you're ready. We as women always push ourselves, and you got to go, 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 go. Literally, I have a friend, she was like, you always running from pillar to post all the time. It's always something going on. I was like, it's always something. I'm wanting to stretch yourself thin, and then you have nothing to fill yourself back into. And you have to take time to relax. And that's exactly what I did. I did not have to work on Sunday, and I thought it was odd that my manager did not have me to work, because I used to work at a clothing store. I have like 50. I'm part Jamaican. I have 50 jobs, but she didn't schedule me. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this as a sign, and I laid in my bed and rest. I had my cup of coffee. I relaxed and just had an easy day. So that's really, really important. So the themes that are in: celebrating the women in your life, supporting Black women-owned businesses, being your bestie's biggest hype girl, resting and not feeling bad about it, wearing whatever makes you feel good, doing something nice for yourself just because. That's what's in for us this month. And what's out: making yourself smaller for other people, waiting for someone to check on you first, saying sorry for knowing what you want, letting other people dull your shine, putting everyone before yourself, saying yes when you really mean no. And that is something else that I think that we do a lot. We say yes because we want to be so helpful. It's just in our nature to be helpful to people that we don't realize what we're doing. We're stretching ourselves thin. And sometimes no is a complete sentence, and we need to realize that even more so, that it's okay to say no. Get somebody else to do it. I'm not doing it. I got something else to do, which is rest my mind. Go and watch the paint dry on the wall, if that's all I want to do. And hopefully, during Women's Month, you take that time to rest, re-energize yourself, and love on yourself, and love on those people, that other sisters that are around you. That's really all that I have this evening to discuss. We had a lot of beer news, and it's so much more, so many more things that are going on, but that's the highlights that I wanted to recognize. And next week, we're going to have Chef from Atlanta. So we'll talk about food pairings, as well as probably Crafted for Action as well, because it's right around the corner. June is right around the corner. So again, this is Angie, the Undeniable Vixen, and thank you for watching me being Black in Craft, where we don't apologize for recognizing our influence on craft beer. And y'all have an amazing night.